wanted to start something in Atlanta that was a large-scale craft market, like ones that we'd seen in Chicago and Austin. So we came up with the name, the Indie Craft Experience, because we knew we wanted it to be more than a market. We wanted to incorporate workshops and things like a clothing swap and bands. So we wanted it to be a reason to draw people in, more than just the crafters. We like to say that ice is the new wave of craft.
It's not traditional with like kind of a country geese twist to it. A lot of stuff has a slightly non-traditional aesthetic to it, which is a lot of fun. You'll find stuff with robots on it or animals drawn like in a funky way. Traditional skills are used, but everybody puts a new twist on it. Is this your new thing, making cupcakes for shows?
I love to have cupcakes at shows. It makes everyone so happy.
That's awesome.
I really like baking and food, and so I wanted to kind of translate that into the other stuff I like to make. It's fun putting together like interesting flavors, cupcakes, because I sure love cupcakes. Tonight I'm trying to finish up making bento sets. Bento is like a Japanese kind of lunchbox. What I'm working on is making the bags that it's going to go in, a little bag that's shaped to hold it securely, and then also a set of matching napkins that are washable and reusable too. I'm trying to kind of make things that encourage people to like waste less, like the lunch bags instead of like using a plastic grocery bag and a paper napkin and a plastic fork.
You're really likely to find anything. People coming to ICE will find a lot of handmade clothes, a lot of reconstructed vintage pieces and t-shirts, screen printed stuff. You're likely to see tons of handmade stuffed animals, a lot of recycled art, just about anything. I'm even surprised at some of the things that I see in the booths.
It's craft with a little bit of fun, a little bit of hipness. Just stuff that almost you can do in your kitchen yourself, but pulled off a little bit better. The handbags are very structured that I make, a lot of angles, whereas the pottery you see is just totally organic. I'm never planning exactly how the shape's coming out every time. It just does what it wants to do. At this point, pretty much got the form done. It's set out for a while. And instead of just cutting directly into the clay, I just start poking holes into it.
When I first started making stuff, it was, just for me and occasionally like gifts for friends, but it got to be ridiculous. Like I had a closet full of stuff I'd made and nowhere for it to go. And selling stuff kind of happened by accident because I just had nowhere to keep it anymore. I like to think that folks are getting tired of big box stores and everything kind of looking the same. And at a craft fair, you get to meet the person who made what you're buying with their own hands. It's a neat experience, I guess.
We're always really excited to hear about people that are trying crafting and that are, taking something that may be a hobby for them, trying to turn it into a business or just something on a grander scale. And we just really encourage people to be brave and get out there and, don't be scared, apply to shows. We just think it's great that so many people are really, embracing craft and getting into it. Not so long ago, craft was maybe not thought of as so cool.
Basically, Atlanta right now is, I'm using the phrase that's on everyone's lips right now, known for its lowbrow art in a way. It might not be the gallery on the wall hanging kind of art, but it's a great area for up-and-coming just artists, crafters, making their little things, having people come over and see it. So it's just another great venue for the small art world of Atlanta. Think of every craft show you've been to, your mother's kind of crafts. The Indie Craft Experience is not your regular craft show.
And I think that it's just growing and growing. And I think that people get a lot out of making their own things, making things that are individual. you're likely to walk away with something you didn't even know that you were coming to look for, which is really great.
I really like these.